Hello everyone and welcome to this side split routine. I'm the flexibility guy, Coach Elia, and I'm gonna guide you through this series of exercises and drills that will help you achieve your side split position. This is a quick, no equipment routine, okay? So you just need a couple of yoga blocks and that's it. But before we start, let me tell you that you can download a free PDF with this entire routine. You can follow whenever you want, following the link in the description down below. Alright guys, you ready to start? Let's jump into it, okay? So, first exercise we do want to warm up the hips, okay? We want to start with a hip warm-up, but this is not just a simple warm-up, okay? We're gonna be working on our middle split. And you need a lot of space inside of your hips if you want to be able to get into a middle split. And this exercise helps you do just that, okay? It's a hip capsule release exercise, okay? The hip capsule is the structure that surrounds your hip, okay? So we're gonna be working on that. This is gonna help us warm up as well as work on our side split flexibility, middle split flexibility, they're the same. So legs at 90 degrees, spread apart, okay? Knee at 90 degrees. I want to move one knee toward the inside, like this, the other knee toward the outside, and I want to lean toward my back hip, this way, okay? So I want to apply pressure here. This is what creates this hip capsule stretch. Don't exaggerate, maintain your trunk facing forward at all times. Couple seconds here, I help myself with my hands, I push my trunk forward, raise the first knee, wait for the other one to come up, okay? So I constantly want to spread my knees as far apart as possible. Other side, I lean, and a couple seconds, first knee up, I wait for the other one to come up. Is that right? Now we go. 2, that's a 3, right? And we go up. 4, always maintain the 90-90 angle at the knee level. Lean toward your back hip. Never move your trunk to the side now, okay? It's always facing forward. 5. Help yourself with your hands. Just lean forward as much as possible. Your hands help you maintain the proper posture. That's 6. I lean toward the back hip as much as possible. And I come up, okay? So that's 6. Now try to do it without your hands. Same. You're gonna apply a little more pressure, obviously, because you're not using your hands. So the entire weight of your body is gonna press onto your back hip, okay? This one is the most important one now. When you make the transition, knees all the way apart, and then I swap sides. 3. Take your time. Take your time. It's not just a warm-up. It's a hip capsule releaser. So it's critical if you want to comfortably get into a side split. That's 5. Last one. 6. Okay, come back to center. Now, we come back into the first position. We shift even further our trunk toward the back leg, and we try to reach for our foot and pull the body down. Don't exaggerate. 1. Press the back hip down. 2. Excellent. 3. Remain here and breathe. 4. And 5. That's it. Other side. Bring it. Relax your back foot. Lean toward the back hip. Gently pull your body down. 2. Pull your body down. Relax your back hip. 3. 4. And 5. Okay, come back into the 90-90 position. Now, one leg in front of you, straight, okay? You cross it with the other leg, foot to the side. Is that clear? Now, there are different stages here. We're gonna start from the basic one, okay? With the basic one. This hip, press down, okay? So the hip of your bent leg really press down. You want to gently lean toward that side. Grab your knee with your elbow and pull it toward your opposite armpit. Hand on the floor. Now you lean toward that glute and you pull it as much as possible toward your trunk, okay? Now, the more you lean toward the leg, the better. But also think about straightening your back as if you wanted to drive your head up, okay, away from your glutes. That is going to straighten your back, help you feel the stretch on your glutes. Now, that's 2. That is okay for you. Bend the first leg like this internally. The other stays out. And now from here, we lean toward the foot. It is a little more complicated, but definitely stronger. The more we lean, the harder the exercise. This is a fantastic hip releaser. It also helps you stretch your glutes muscles. 5. Now lean more. 6. Ooh. 7. 8. Maintain a straight back. 9. 10. Change sides. So the concept here is this. You want to cross and you want to eventually bend the leg. You can also not keep it straight. But the concept is that this hip, the hip of your top leg, of the bent leg, of the stretched leg, now you gotta lean toward that side. That is gonna create the stretch. Otherwise, you won't feel any stretch, okay? Straighten your back, twist your body to the side, twist your trunk to the side, and lean toward that hip. The more the better. 1. 2. 3. Excellent. 4. Lean more. 5. 6. Ooh. 7. 8. 9. Okay, we lean more. 10. Right. Come back. Now, starting position. Spread your legs wide apart, straight. One leg though, this time, you want to bend it toward the inside. Take your foot behind your glutes, point your toe, spread your legs as wide apart as possible, okay? Press your hips toward the floor. Now gently lean toward the middle of your legs, okay? The more the better. Take it gradual, okay? So we go 1, okay? Hands on the floor. Eventually, if you're flexible enough, elbows on the floor. Eventually, if you're flexible enough, chest on the floor, okay? 3, 4, and 5. You don't have to feel any pain on the inside of your knee, okay? If you do feel that pain, ease the stretch a little, okay? I don't want you to hurt your knee. So you gotta feel safe. And if you're feeling that pain at the knee level, check your back foot position. Because if you don't point your toe, but you flex your toe, that is gonna twist your knee, okay? It's gonna create that sensation inside of it, that pain inside of it. It may be for that, okay? So make sure you're pointing your toe correctly. 2. Now, it's not just about reaching down, it's about leaning toward the back hip as much as possible. Feel that stretch over there. and drive your head in front of you as well. So it's a reaching forward and leaning toward the back leg stretch. 4 and 5. Excellent. Okay, come up. Beautiful, ain't it? Now, slowly, come up into a squat position, okay? If you do need some supports, feel free to use them. Now, especially if you're doing this routine on a hard surface, I got a mat, but you may be having a floor or something like that. Make sure to use something under one knee, because I do want to put one knee on the floor like this, okay? The other leg by my side, almost straight like this, okay? Now, from this position here, it's straight when I start, okay? Now, this leg is bent at 90 degrees, and I have this foot in line with my knee on the same line. So as you can see, I'm not moving my bent leg's foot in. I'm keeping it in line with my knee. I relax my hip. I raise my toe, okay? So I lift my toe up from this position here. I want to make something like a side lunge. I can help myself with my hand to move the knee to the side and to squat laterally, okay? It's a lateral lunge. I stay here for 1, 2, and I press back up. Upright trunk, all right? I go 1, 2, come back up. It's a lateral lunge. I go 1, 2, come back up. Relax the bent legs, hip. Squat down. 1, 2, 4. And now the last one, 5. Now stay and relax here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Excellent. Okay, change sides. So this is a terrific one to open up your hip joint, okay? So I want to remember you. Here, the foot must be on the same line as my bent leg's knee, okay? Toe up, everything on one line. Knee, hips, and foot, okay? And now, squat down, squat laterally, lunge down, come back up. 1. Squat down laterally, open up your hip, come back. 2. Squat down, open your hip, come up. 3. Maintain everything on one line. Squat down, come back up. 4. Beautiful. And now, down. Exactly. Now stay here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Ain't it nice? Ooh. All right. Now, as I told you, feel free to use the yoga blocks here in front of you if you need some kind of assistance, because we do want to get into a cossack squat, okay? So this heel, press down, that foot turned up with your heel on the floor, your toe pointed up, and we try to get as deep as possible. So this depends on your flexibility, is that right? So if you can reach this point, that's enough. This point, that's enough. Just try to squat as deep as possible. Maintain a straight back, shoulders up, and change sides, okay? Stay here. 1, 2, change sides. 1, 2, change sides. Maintain your hips as close to the floor as possible. So the idea is that you do want to squat down, trying to move your hips constantly down, especially as you make the transition from side to side, okay? Gently relax your hips. 7, back straight. 8, Other 2. 9. Excellent. And 10. Now remain on one side. Try to squat as deep as possible. Shoulders up. Help yourself with your hands as needed. Now the knee, you don't want to move it out as much as possible. Upright trunk. 4. And 5. Okay, other side. So again, hips down, you move your knee out, shoulders up, arch the back, move it down. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, come back to center. Knees down. Now, I want you to do something, okay? There is always this kind of concept of hip release, okay? We want to start in a frog position. So the frog stretch is going to be a really important one today because it's where everything starts, okay? It's just really similar to a middle split. So you want to spread your legs at 90 degrees, okay? You can use some blocks, but as you can see, I'm putting the blocks on the floor because I can slide, okay? Make sure you can slide on something now, okay? And you're comfortable there, okay? Perhaps you got some sliders or something of the sort, a slippery floor, whatever. Now, knees on the floor. This time though, you want to take your feet together, okay? Now, slowly, you want to move your hips back this way, as if you wanted to touch your heels. Then in the opposite direction, forward. You touch the floor. Take your time to do this, okay? Feet together. I touch my heels, slowly. And then I go opposite direction. 2. Back and forth, okay? If you gotta widen your knees, move the blocks apart. Just work with your range of motion. 3. And I move forward. 4. Reach back. And now forward. Beautiful. And 5. Reach back. You see how controlled I am. I explore every bit of range of motion I have, and I try to do it controlling my muscles, exploring the position, staying there for a couple of seconds, then I move out onto the next one. That's 6. Lovely. Now, stop when you have your hips on top of your heels. Try to open it up from there. Straighten through your back. Now think about reaching forward with your head, but at the same time, back with your hips. That is gonna stretch your adductors like crazy. 2, 3. Feet together, huh? Feet together. You want to move your feet together here. This is critical, huh? And 5. Oh, that's nice. Now, legs, knees, actually, at 90 degrees. So, feet on the same line as the knees. Now, if you got a couple more yoga blocks, you can put them under your chest, okay? So, to better relax in this stretch. Because you want to spread your knees further. Do your best now to maintain your shoulders higher than your knees, okay, and then your hips, and spread your knees as far apart as possible, okay? So just allow them to spread out, spread them out. Now I'm asking you to stay here for 1. Beautiful. Can you see how I'm keeping my shoulders on top of my hips, higher with my hips actually. 2, be precise. 3, 4, and 5. Now guys, I want you to press your knees toward the floor, okay? So apply pressure as if you wanted to close your legs. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you stop that contraction. Now look at this. Rather than pressing your knees down, you want to lift your feet up as much as possible. 1, 2, come back down. Repeat. Go. 1, 2, come back down. 2. Excellent. Go. 1, 2, come back down. 3. Go. 1, 2, come back down. 4. And the last one. And go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Holy moly. Woo, that's nice. And now try to spread your knees wider. As you can see, hips always on the same line as your knees, huh? Just lie down with your knees. Control the position as much as possible, as if you wanted to spread your legs open, to open your legs with the strength of your glutes as well, okay? So you actually want to engage a little bit of your glute muscles, okay, to further deepen the stretch. 4 and 5. This is insane. Excellent. Get out. Couple of seconds. Now, same concept now, okay? So keep this frog stretch in mind, but we want to do something a little harder, okay? We want to get closer to the actual thing, to the actual side split. So we just want to extend one leg, okay? So what I'm asking you to do, again, yoga blocks, one under one knee, the other one, we're gonna use it under the other knee. If you got some more yoga blocks, you can use them under your chest to better relax into the stretch. So, okay, now you should be ready. Make sure, so one knee is comfortable on top of something. A pillow works great here. Just make sure you got it on something, okay? The other leg goes out like this. Now, do you remember the Cossack squat position, the lunge, the side lunge? Same kind of setup. So, foot turned up, toe up. I relax my heel. Can you see I'm sliding with my heel? So you gotta make sure you have something slippery, so you can slide on it, okay, not on the mat. Fold your trunk just a little forward, like this. Use something under your chest if needed. I like it, because it helps me relax better. And now just slide out. Maintain your shoulders on higher than your hips again, okay? So we go down and we explore this position here. Let your hips go down. Make sense? So we stay here for 1. Excellent. 2. This foot is on the same line as this knee, okay? Your bent leg's foot is on the same line as your bent leg's knee. 3. Slide out. Think about your straight leg, not about your bent one. Forget about your bent one for a second. Focus on the straight. That's 5. Now, the straight leg's foot, I want you to press it down, okay? So you press in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Now, you remember what we did in a frog stretch. We were lifting both of our feet. Now you just want to lift one, which is your bent leg's foot, okay? So you bring it up, up, and come down. 1. Bring it up. Stay in the deepest position possible and down. 2. And go. 3. That's 3 reps. Go. 4. And down. Now the last one, hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Now try to put your hands on the floor, actually press with your arms, deepen the stretch, driving your hips further toward the floor. Now, little back and forth movements, okay? So you do want to move your hips back and forth, okay? 2, little movements, just little. 3, let your straight legs foot slide to the side, and 5. Okay, now just maintain it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, great. This is insane. One of the best ones for the side split. It's really one of the best ones. And also really similar to what you do in a side split. Now, there is just one common mistake you must avoid. You must avoid, which is sitting back. So you never want to move your hips behind your foot and knee level, okay? Always on one line. This is something perhaps 90% of the people I met, or of my students, etc., this is a mistake they constantly make, okay? Make sure to avoid that, okay? So, knee on the block, foot on the floor. Everything is on one line. I make sure I can slide, and I slide out, maintaining my straight legs, foot pointing up. I slide with my heel. Now first, I can fold my trunk down. This is gonna ease the stretch. This is gonna make a huge difference in a side split as well, because the moment you fold your trunk down, you decrease the stretch and the pressure in the front part of your hip joint, okay? Allowing you to get deeper and simplifying the position. 2. That's excellent. 3. Okay. 4. All of these strategies I'm suggesting you so to press your foot down, to lift your feet or your foot. These are all strategies that help you relax better into the stretches. For example, this one, now you push your foot down. This is called PNF. 1, 2, hold it there. 3, 4, apply pressure, maintain it there. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, this is instead is called antagonist. They both help you relax better. Lift your foot and come down. 1. Lift your foot and come down. 2. Lift your foot, come down. 3. Lift your foot, come down. 4. Last one, lift and stay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gotta be 10 seconds. Sometimes I like just to count differently. I don't know why. Now, back and forth movements. Let's just move back and forth. 2, 3. Yeah, perhaps the best one for side splits. This is definitely one of the best ones. And it's also really easy. Like everyone can do it. Just stop wherever you are. 2, 3. Excellent. Hips down. 4. And 5. That's right, that's right, that's right, that's right, that's right, that's right. Oh, you got it. Okay, so guys, now it's time for us to get into side split. Technique-wise, I think I've explained to you throughout the session many things that apply to a side split as well. Okay, for example, having your hips on the same line as your feet, that is the same in a side split. One thing I wanna, before we take the set, I'm just letting you rest a little. Before we get into the position, remember that you do want to, in a side split, you do want to anterior pelvic tilt. So you do want to actually lower back a little bit, okay? Don't keep your back like this. If your back does stay like this, that may mean that your hamstrings as well as your glutes, the lumbar region, is a little stiff, okay? And you gotta work on this posture instead. This comes with flexibility, and kind of repeating this kind of routine on a daily basis or even 2-3 times per week will improve the situation, okay? So don't worry about it. Just make sure you stick to this kind of correct hip posture in a side split. Now, when I started my side split journey, I was using something this high under my hips, this high, okay? This a lot, okay? So don't worry if you can't get into a complete side split yet. That's just normal, okay? Okay, thank you. Get the fuck out. All right, so I'm gonna demonstrate the side split with some yoga blocks, okay? You can use a bowl as well. Make sure you can rest on something. I'm gonna just show you exactly how. I've got 4, so 2. I can use them under my chest, 2 under my hips. Now, if you got a wall, you can do your side split against a wall. So you're gonna make sure that everything is on one line, okay? Now, check how I'm using these yoga blocks. Now, check this out. I'm taking them really far apart, and I'm sitting on them with the center of my legs. Can you see? I'm resting on them. So you do want to find your height. Perhaps you do want to put them vertically, like this, or perhaps like this, halfway. Just make sure you can find a comfortable height, okay? Now, fold your trunk down a little, always paying attention to the rule that we know now. Shoulders must stay higher than your hip joint. Is that right? Now just stay here. 1. Slide out with your heels, feet pointing slightly up, not really that up. It's impossible. Slightly though, okay? Most important part is that you're sliding with your heels. 3. I know this is painful. 4. And 5. Now we press feet down. 10, 9, 8. Maintain the pressure. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now we press the feet up. We engage the glutes and we try to spread the legs wider. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. Now, if you can, take the blocks a little closer to the center of your hips. Can you see? That intensifies the position, okay? Now again, we're using this folded trunk variation because it eases the stretch, okay? Just for the first side split set, all right? 2, breathe. Allow yourself to get deeper when you feel like it. 4, 5. Now try to get even deeper, another 5 breaths. If you can take the blocks all the way under the center of your hips, even better. Don't force it, huh? Don't force it. Gotta be comfortable. Not too comfortable, but definitely not impossible to do. 8, and talking about this, 9. A lot of people just get into the splits. And 10. Now get out. Try to close your legs a little. We're gonna take just a quick interval now. I was saying a lot of people just try to get into their splits in a position which is too uncomfortable, and they obviously give up because that's too painful, okay? On a scale from 1 to 10, you always want to stay between 6 and 8, okay? Never past 8.5 or 9 because that's too painful. Your body won't adapt to that kind of stimuli because it's just too high, okay? Now, with your legs slightly closed, so this is called the pancake stance, okay? So not really 180 degrees like a side split, a little narrower. You do want to flex your trunk toward one side, okay? Reach for your toe, and now stretch it there. 1. It's a reach forward stretch, all right? So try to reach forward at all times. 2. The more you reach forward, the better. 3. Excellent. 4. 5. Other side. Reach for your toe as much as possible. If you can grab it, even better. Otherwise, just touch the floor wherever your limit is. No problem. 3. 4. And 5. Okay. Toward the center. First with your hands, eventually with your elbows. It's a reach forward stretch, is that right? Eventually with your belly, with your head. Like, try to get as deep as possible. 2. Reach forward. 3. Now, slow back and forth movements, left and right, left and right. Really slow little movements. 4. 5. 6. Okay, stop in the center. 7. Reach deeper. 8. 9. And 10. Okay, come up. Try to spread your legs a little further. Try to now fold your trunk again toward the middle of your legs. Feel if it's better or worse. It's gonna probably feel different because you're spreading your legs more, so you're targeting your adductors more. So in that sense, it's more intense. But the more you spread your legs apart, the easier it gets for you to fold your trunk in between your legs. So in that sense, it's gonna feel actually easier, okay? So different, okay? The more you spread, the better. In this case, because this is a side split routine, I'm just letting you rest your adductors a little bit, even though we're still stretching them. And 5. Okay, now guys, there is something I learned about splits, which is especially for side splits, we gotta do at least a couple of sets, okay? Because the side split is highly new, it's a neural position. It's not a muscle up, it is a muscle up position, but if you think about it, you don't have even a single muscle that connects your legs together, okay? It's all inside here. It's all your brain, okay? There is not one single muscle that connects your legs. Just you got your right leg muscles, your left leg muscles, that's it, okay? So if there is no muscle which is pulling your legs together, why can't you spread them 180 degrees? That's your brain, limiting your flexibility. And one way you can teach it how to get into a split is by repeating that position. It's like a skill, okay? Think about a handstand. Why can't you handstand? Is that because your muscles can't get there? No, it's because of your brain. Your brain doesn't know how to say that, but the moment you practice and you do it perhaps 10,000 times, you're gonna be able to stay comfortably in a handstand, okay? Flexibility is a skill. It's the same. You gotta teach your brain how to comfortably stay in a side split in this case. Second set, okay? Second and last set. So we want to get into a side split again. Now, I'm asking you to start, okay? You remember the previous set. same depth, okay? Then we want to further increase the intensity, but now we do want to do the real thing, okay? Rather than folding your trunk down, so you start high, lift your feet like this, turn your feet up, get down, okay? Now, trunk is up now, okay? Trunk is up. Don't fold your trunk down. So we stay here. You got the wall behind you, so everything must be on one line. Your feet, your hips, and your knees. 2. Breathe, shoulders up. 3. So, shoulders up doesn't mean that you have to move all the way up. You can tilt your body slightly forward to find the correct position. 4. And 5. Now, PNF contraction. Press your feet down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey. Now, bring your feet up. Engage your hip flexors and your glutes as if you wanted to lift your feet off the floor. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now you stop. Inhale. Exhale. Try to get deeper. That's 1. Isn't it nice? That's 2. Get down. That's 3. 4. 5. Now guys, give me your best. Try to move the blocks or find your best position as low as possible. Is that right? Huh? Is that right? Open your hips, sit down. Teach your body how to stay here for 10 breaths. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. Come on. Don't exaggerate. 3. 2. And 1. Now when you exit, one way you can exit that is going to increase your flexibility is this. The forward exit, okay? You want to slide forward, close your legs behind you really slowly. That is going to increase your flexibility, slowly. And that was the last split, okay? I hope that you enjoyed the routine with me today. Yeah, this was some kind of squat, lateral lunge, and especially frog exploration, okay? It's quick, it's effective, it works precisely on the muscles you gotta stretch to increase your middle split flexibility. Now, I know that you may be having a lot of doubts, questions, or perhaps suggestions for me. If you do, leave them in the comments down below. I'm gonna be more than happy to have a chat with you. I do read all the comments, remember? And if you enjoyed the content and this type of routine, hit the thumb up button. It helps me grow so much. Thank you for that. Last but not least, remember that you can download a free PDF with this entire routine, plus my personal suggestions about training frequency. So how many times should you do this routine per week and all of that. Follow the link in the description down below to check it out, and also there you're gonna find another link for my Flexibility Guy app. So if you like routines like these, you can find more than 50 programs to follow. Video courses, lessons to increase your flexibility, your handstands, your bodyweight training, and much more inside of my app. Follow the link in the description down below and check it out. That's it. Thank you so much for stretching with me today. Have a nice stretch and see you in the next video. Bye.
I traveled all the way to Japan in this place of silence and peace to find out the secrets of flexibility training. I'm in this temple right now because here is where I believe it's hidden the secret I'm looking for. You gotta be somewhere around here. What? A book? Nani? Honwa? Secret desu ka? Amazon de kaimasu ka? Oh, so ka. Arigatou gozaimasu. Stretching Modern Flexibility Methods is the complete playbook to master your flexibility, and you can check it out on Amazon right now. Huh? It works! It works!